am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We lose together. We rise, we fall together. Together we overcome. Together we can be stopped. Bonitile koro oladara. We will reach those goals we set together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. Chelsea, okay. We will lose together. Together we win. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together.
Together we can be strong.
We rise, we fall together.
Got him. We fucking got him.
When is it gonna end, Robbie? I've had enough of it. Lukaku.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. We are live. We are live. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another transfer stream. It's good to be back. It's good to be back talking about Osimhen. It's good to, well, I say it's good to be back talking about Lukaku, but sadly, he's still on our books. And yeah, we're here to delve into the latest in all the transfer news. And also, I am just purely reacting to all of this because I haven't even had an opportunity to process everything. If you guys watched the Back Again pod, which I'm sure a lot of you guys did because you got the redirect, shout out to Troops. Man, I just woke up literally in the middle of the stream. I woke up, but hey, not my fault. Not my fault. I weren't told we were going live in it, so I'm not taking any blame. But I'm glad I woke up at least in time. And I skipped enough of the Chelsea section. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Man is saying Pies tweet already. Why does this always happen as soon as I go live? Is there a Pies tweet? There's some new... Oh, yeah. Chiesa news. Huh? Chiesa news. What? I saw a little bit from Chelsea HQ. I was going to leave that towards the end, but... Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll get into that in a little sec. Shout out to everybody just locked in, though. Big up, everybody. Big up. Bro, Ravage, it's all good. Let them all cry. Let them all moan. Let them all be reactionary because, like, they're all flip-flops anyway. And as soon as we go on a run of 3 games, they'll all be like, I see the vision. I see the vision with Enzo. He needs time and all of that. They already showed they'd flip-flop over 3 games after we lost 5-0 to Arsenal. So I don't care. Let them all cry. Let them all, oh, we're getting relegated. Why did we get rid of Poch? Shut up. Let them cry. We don't care. We don't care. But shout out Ravage. Shout out to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe. Super Chat Lottery is still active. It's still active. So if you guys want to get involved for a free kit, any super chat, any amount, you're in the lottery. We'll run it after the Man City game. Not the friendly, the league one. No, as in I woke up during back again. I literally woke up during back again. I was like, oh shit, it's 1:40. Are we live? I checked my phone. I saw back again. I was like, no one told me we were going live. What the fuck? And I thought I nearly just locked it in perfectly, and I missed the Chelsea section, but I got in for the end. Ah well. Big up to Tommy, my guy. More lottery tickets for you, bro. Saying if Maresca succeeds, we riot. It's a shame that these Poch sexuals are already sending for Maresca. I hope he succeeds to shut these penguins up. Big facts. But all these Poch peggers have just shown their ass. All these men talking about patience and give him time. Why don't you give him Maresca time, mate? Why don't you give him Maresca time? Well, how have you already come to a conclusion on Maresca in 2 games? Both Maurizio Pochettino's give him time. He hasn't got his greatest squad. Oh, because that squad we played against Celtic is the team that we're going to play against Man City in the league. Sure thing. It's cool. It's cool. People are still crying over it. And it's fine. Let them cry. Let them moan. Because we'll all see them flip-flop if we go on any run of form. Be it in pre-season, be it during the league season. It'll be one or the other. So, don't care. This is why I'm not flip-flopping. This is why I'm not coming to any conclusions off that friendly. Let's just talk about what went wrong in the game and assess that and be objective about it. But let's not do this, oh, we're going to be mid-table, we're getting relegated. Maresca's not even going to make it to Christmas. Everyone was correct. We're a finished institution. Save the bridge, guys. Save the bridge. We're never going to see Europe. We're not going to win the Conference League. If we can't beat Celtic, how are we even going to beat Cluj? How are we going to beat Bravo FC in the Conference League playoffs? We're screwed. We're finished. We're done, guys. It's all over. Really? Yeah, Maldini, I hear you though. But this is the thing, and we spoke about this yesterday. You are one of the sorts of guys who will look at that game and speak objectively about what went wrong. And those are the conversations I want to have. I want to have those sorts of conversations. I don't want to have the, whole team's crap. Oh, what have we done? We've got another bozo manager. These 2 games have just shown me that we're finished. Chelsea's in the mud. We're all done out. We should have kept Pochettino. We should have kept Graham Potter. We shouldn't have even done the whole clear out. Look at all the trash that we bought. All our players are washed. They're scrubbed out. Those are the conversations I can't be bothered for. And that's a lot of the shit I'm seeing on the timeline. You want to talk about our positioning out of possession? You want to talk about our pressing and how much of a mess that was? How much we struggled against transitions? The individual errors in game? Great. That's the actual discussions I want to have. Oh, we're going down, guys. We're going to get relegated. Great. But yeah, what are the other super chats? Big up to Maldini, man. Because at least you can always keep it objective. Big up to Blues Enthusiast. And also some of you in the chat. I want to give some of you guys in the chat your credit because you're not crying like babies. Shout out to the bridge too. Come on, man. This is literally the perfect word for it. Growing pains. We are learning a new style of play. We are playing a team that's fitter. A team that's already ready for their season. A team that put 4 past Man City a couple of days before playing us. We don't even have our strongest 11 ready. How are we coming to conclusions of this game? How? Oh, wait. Everyone's still bitter because Poch got sacked. Cool. Facts, bro. Facts. Although I say that, it's easier said than done because a lot of them are just trying to pile on their shit onto me. Oh, what are you saying now? What are you saying now? Oh, well, we're going to get relegated. So I want to hear what you have to say this season. You're going to be Maresca out by September and all this shit. Shut the fuck up, man. You lot will probably be Maresca in after we win 3 games in a row. Like I'm listening to any of you. Because 80% of this fan base was happy to boot Pochettino out of the door after we lost 5-0 to Arsenal. And 3 games was enough for all of you to flip-flop. It was enough for all of you to flip-flop. I didn't really watch too much of El Hour because I'm not listening to the agendas on that game. And I promise you, on A-listers tonight, I'm sorry, but I'm literally going to be like a mannequin because everything is going to go in one ear and it's going to go straight out the other. If we're not going to have an objective debate on the game, I am not listening. I promise you I'm not listening. I'm going to just go out for a zoo. If we're going to do the whole agenda-based bollocks of one preseason game, I am not listening. I'm not even getting rattled. I'm just going to just go. Okay, cool. We're getting relegated. We're getting relegated. If anything, that might be the way I handle A-listers. I'm just going to feed into the agendas. Yeah, guys, you're correct. We're all getting relegated. You guys are all correct. You're all correct, guys. That'll probably be the way I handle it. Yeah, you know what? We're going to run a gimmick on A-listers. We're going to run a gimmick. So actually, stay tuned. Stay tuned because A-listers will be fun. Will be fun. Let me vindicate all their agendas just off one preseason game against Celtic. We'll do that. What's Blue Enthusiast saying? Funny, the same people who gave patience to Poch outside of preseason are the same people not giving patience to Enzo during preseason. Facts. Fucking facts, bro. And this is why I was so sick to death of these Poch peggers because they're all hypocrites and they've shown their ass again. Man, want to talk about patience and time for Pochettino, a guy who was playing dog shit football for 80% of the season, yet these guys don't want to give Maresca 2 games. These same guys who are overhyping preseason last year have learned nothing from overhyping preseason because they're doing it again. At least with me, I've learned from last season's preseason. I'm not getting gassed. I'm not getting gassed. I'm not coming to any crazy conclusions over it. It's preseason. I would rather the mistakes come from preseason. The one thing I liked from Maresca over anything is that at least Maresca came out and instantly spoke about what was wrong. He didn't say, "Oh, the mid-table is our reality." Guys, Moises Caicedo lost to Celtic 3 years ago. So they are a very difficult team to play against. They are a very difficult team to play against. We don't need patience. We don't need patience. But I need to ask for patience and all of that. Injuries and all that bullshit. He just said what went wrong and what we needed to improve on. Good. I'll at least take that from the press conference. I would rather us have those sorts of mistakes now. I'd rather that now. Because at least we're seeing what's going wrong and we can go and work on it. Desi, you're correct, but apparently I'm only backing Maresca like this because I want to be right about Pochettino. Here's the thing. Worst case scenario, worst case scenario, Maresca could be a bum. And if he's a bum, right, let me tell you guys something. That changes absolutely fuck all about what Maurizio Pochettino did at Chelsea. How does Maresca potentially being a bum make Pochettino any much of a better manager? Figure that one out. Figure that one out, guys. Because what? Let's feed into the agendas and let's say Maresca is absolutely terrible. How does that make Poch a good manager? How does that vindicate anything he did? How? But yeah, Tintin, you're correct. We're finishing between 10th and 15th, guys. We're going down. Road to 40 points, part 3. The trilogy. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking crybabies all across this fan base, bruv. Big up Tintin, though. Big up, bro. Big up to CFC Bent saying, Maresca at. Maresca at, guys. Get him at. We need Maurizio Pochettino because he's so much better at setting up a defense, guys. He's so much better defensively. And our set pieces have only got worse. Big up, Lewis. And also says, send Sanchez to China. Look, I really want Sanchez to try and improve, but fucking hell, bruv. You gotta give me something, Sanchez, please, man. Please, pause. But fucking hell. Big up to Vinish, saying these reactionary fans have got to be humbled. Come on, you Blues. Bro, as soon as we start winning a couple games, they will all disappear and they will all go into hiding. And as soon as we lose one game, they'll all pop up again. Like, oh, this is why we should have kept Pochettino. Pochettino was cooking because we had a 5-game run, guys. We had a 5-game run, even though we only looked good in 2.5 of them. But we had a 5-game run. Lewis, a lot of people will say you're doing toxic positivity. I know, I've heard that name going around a couple times. If I was doing up toxic positivity, guess what? I would have been Poch in just like all the other bums were at the end of last season. That would have been toxic positivity in my eyes. I think it's just they're trying to use it to try and drag me down to their level. Or you're doing the toxic positive stuff now. No, I'm not getting overly gassed or making any conclusions over 2 games. 2 games without even our strongest 11. I'm not doing it. Because if other people want to do it, if anything, they're the ones being toxic. 90% of the comments are calling you out. People know you're on Bowley's payroll. Yes, because the majority of people having one take means that the majority of people are always correct. Always correct. The vocal minority now sound like the vocal majority. And that means they're always correct, guys. It means they're always correct. Sure. How about you look on Lee Gunner's fucking videos after Arsenal win a game and he's still not falling for the Kool-Aid. And then all of the comments are cussing him out, but he usually comes out correct at the end of the season. Whatever. If two pre-season games are enough for you all to come to this conclusion, says a lot about you guys. Says a lot about you guys. And people say that they know I'm on Bowley's payroll. I'll say I know I'm on Bowley's payroll. One sec. One sec. Oh, sorry guys. I actually lost my brown envelope. I was going to bring it out, but yeah, I've lost my brown envelope, guys. Sorry. Sorry, no brown envelopes to show. But I do wish I was on Bowley's payroll. Do you know how easy your life would be? You know how easy your life would be if I was on the payroll? It would be sensational. And talk about you're getting paid by Bowley. I wish. I would love to be getting paid by Bowley. But sadly, Bowley won't pick up my calls. In fact, I might at Todd Bowley. That might be a shout because he does check Twitter. I might add Todd Bowley and ask if he's got any brown envelopes spare. Send me some notes, man. Send me some notes. We'll fully live up to the Clown Lake Lewis agenda and all of that. Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Come on, man. Todd Bowley went to France in a Lamborghini. Came back with Badiashile. Come on. Come on. Exactly, Adib. Exactly. We'll get rid of the intro. Nope. Nope. There was one other comment. Yes, I sacked Poch, guys. I sacked Poch. Shout out Arthur. Big up, man. Big up, bro. Take the coaches out of it all. How do you think we are going in our 3rd year of this project? 4th in the trophy, bro. Same as before. Like I said, I'm not changing anything off 2 games. I'm not changing a damn thing. So, 4th in a trophy. 4th in a trophy is the target. It's the expectation, and I'm not lowering that. I'm not lowering that. So, all I learnt from last season was that top 4 is an even less consistent battle that I even gave it credit for myself. So, you can still get 4th, even if we have bad periods in the season. The race for top 4 is not consistent. It's not. So, like, even God forbid we don't have a great start to the season, you're not going to hear me do up Maresca out. You're not. I'm just going to judge it on a game-by-game basis, same way I did with Pochettino. But you were Poch out, guys. Anyone who watches my content knows I won't Poch out till December. So what are we talking about? People think I was Poch out in a couple of games. Ridiculous. Yeah, we should be happy with 10th, guys. Should be happy with 10th. Ugh, all crazy. Hey, Messi, don't bring that one up. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. As soon as I bring up that Man City conceded 4 to Celtic, context wants to be applied. That wasn't their strongest 11, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't realize we played our strongest 11. But it's Man City. They've done a 4-peat, guys. They've lost their first 2 preseason games. Man City are finished. Man City are finished. They're finished. Their season's over. They're not going to win anything. They're not even going to win a Carabao. They're not even going to win a Carabao, guys. They're done. They've lost 2 games in pre-season in a row. Let's call it what it is. They're done out. They're finished. Kalas. It's done. It's over. Use the same energy, or shall we now use context? Shall we now use context? Yeah, that's another one. Starters. Starters. Let's not say like... No. They don't even say starters. Sorry. It's first teamers. First team players were playing. Not out and out starters. We had like 2 of them playing. But yeah, we had 10 starters. We had 10 first teamers, guys. We have 10 first teamers, guys. Just for pretender's sake, have one panelist on your show who is Mboli's bunny. We literally have guys on the panel who have been on to Clear Lake a lot. Even the man like Bush, who like a lot of people give stick. He comes onto the channel. He don't rate Clear Lake. Me, oh, you never cuss out Clear Lake. I spent a whole season cussing out Clear Lake for their manager identification. But no one loves to bring that up. No one likes bringing that up. Do you want to know why? It don't suit their narrative. It don't suit their narrative. You always prop up Clear Lake, but the times you cuss out Clear Lake, we're not listening because it doesn't suit our agendas. Fingers in ears, la 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 la. We're not listening. We're not listening. It doesn't suit our agenda on you, so we're not taking that into account. You always believe in everything Clear Lake says. You always believe in everything Clear Lake does. You never criticize them. You never call them out. Never. Never. I've always been fine with Pochettino being in charge at Chelsea. I never once called for Clear Lake to sack him. Sure. Yeah, like, bro, a lot of the panel has said this season's make or break. But again, doesn't suit the narrative, guys. Doesn't suit the narrative, guys. That's why whenever you go on Minerals FC, half the chat's just crying about me. Half the chat's just moaning, oh, Lewis said this, guys. Lewis said that. Oh, Lewis believes in this. Oh, Lewis. Man are obsessed. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm glad I'm living in everybody's heads rent-free. Up the Chelsea. Hi, Bence. Yeah, you're on the payroll too, mate. You're on the payroll too. How long do you keep your braids in? I was told 6 to 8 weeks. So, like, probably in, like, 2 weeks' time or something, I'm going to take these braids out and let them, like, breathe for a week or so. And then we'll go get them redone. Shit bothered me after day 5. That depends. Are you, like, washing it regularly or something? Why, Reg, you're only meant to wash your braids, like, once a week. You're meant to wash them, like, once a week. But, yeah, cool. Let's get away from all of the fucking Clear Lake crybabies. And all the fucking potch peggers and all them guys. Let's try and get more into the transfer news. So, does your head itch? Usually after washes. But then, like, you just gotta add some more leave-in conditioner because like, I did that yesterday and I felt fine. Can't help but watch it. Bro, you can't wash it regularly, bro. Don't wash it regularly. It's got to be at least 7 to 10 days. Don't do it daily. If anything, that'll fuck up the dreads too. Right, yeah, let's get into the transfer news. So, the first thing we heard, I'll get into the Chiesa stuff later. Let's talk Osimhen because Fabrizio's had quite a bit to say on Osimhen in the last day or so. Hit the likes, subscribe, guys, as well. Again, 2 games, bro. 2 games. Please relax. Oh, yeah, there's Gallagher news too. So, Napoli could be open to discussing Osimhen in talks with Chelsea over Lukaku. Also says, let's see if Chelsea could find a way with Napoli because Chelsea always said no chance and no big salary because Osimhen has a big salary at Napoli. Napoli could be willing to open the door to Osimhen to Chelsea in order to bring in Lukaku, but it depends on Chelsea. Is there anything more on that? Nah, just watch playback. Chelsea could consider signing Osimhen if the conditions on the deal change. Napoli now open to talking to Chelsea about it. See, it's 3 notifications that haven't really said too much, but I'm getting a hint that Napoli are starting to get a bit more worried. Or starting, in the words of HR, to get a little bit desperate. I only say a little bit because I still think they're going to demand something close to the release clause as things stand, but there's a couple of hints that something will give because no one can offer that entire fee for Osimhen. Nobody wants to do that, including the wages. There was an Ed Aarons post. I think I got down Simon Phillips. Yeah, let me add to that as well. Napoli are open to including Lukaku in discussions with Chelsea over Osimhen, with the Serie A side keen to wrap up a move for the Belgian striker. Chelsea believed to be holding out for around 30 million for Lukaku in pounds. Not even too far off the valuation we wanted for him or the release clause. We remain in negotiations with the Italian club who must sell Osimhen to fund moves in the market. PSG considered the front runners to sign the Nigerian striker, but talks with Napoli are believed to have stalled. The Laurinaitis has set a release clause of £110 million for Osimhen, who has been training separately from the rest of Conte's squad and is yet to feature in the pre-season games. Chelsea have a long-standing interest in the 25-year-old after he helped Napoli end their 33-year wait to become Italian champions in 2023. Club sources have previously indicated that they would not be willing to play his release clause, but the opportunity to offload Lukaku from their wage bill could potentially help finance a move for Osimhen. So it sounds like they're hinting either side could give. Like, we could be willing to take less for Lukaku for the Osimhen transfer, which, to be honest, we've already kind of hinted at for weeks because it's gone down from 38 million to around 30 million. We're hearing even less a week ago too. Maybe patience has worked in our favor a little bit. The fact that they're willing to include Lukaku in the deal, I kind of thought that was already going to be the case. It was just going to be separate, like, we'll buy Osimhen for this amount, you buy Lukaku for this amount, and it will look like this on the books. Maybe just the valuation might be going down again. I feel like that's more of the progression that we're seeing. But the bigger question is the wage demands. This is the bigger talking point for me, even over the wages. Because, help me, guys, what are his wages? I'm seeing 110, 120k, but I'm also seeing like 200k. What is his wages? Because they're not being very specific. When I go on Google, I'm seeing different ones. And I've even seen stuff from Fabrizio that we're not even willing to pay like 11 million a year or 12 million a year, which is only just over the 150k a week wage gap. So shit, I don't really know too tough. Joey wants a link. All right, cool. Give me like 5 minutes because I want to just run through the rest of this quick and then I'll send the link out to everyone. He wants 200, 300k. PSG offered him 200, 250k a week. But they're his second option. He wanted the Prem first. So he might be more willing to take a little bit of a lower wage with better incentives. We can offer him 200 to 250k a week. We're not going to offer him that amount. We're not going to. Should give Osimhen a higher signing on fee and give him 100. The sign-on fee, like, I don't think that should be too much of an issue. Because, again, it doesn't feed into the wages. 200k, bro. Like, I heard we're not even willing to pay less than 200k Fabrizio was reporting a week or two ago that we weren't willing to pay 11 million a year, 12 million a year. I saw those reports going around. So I think that's going to be an even bigger stumbling block. Maybe you can try and circumvent that by giving him a higher sign-on fee. But then you need to have a closer look at what the transfer fee is going to be like. So all in all, it's still a bit of a confusing saga as of now. But it seems like Napoli are just getting a little bit more desperate. Yeah, that's the thing. 11 to 12 million net, you're looking at around 170, 180. And if you're not even willing to pay that, then shit, something's got to give. Something's got to give. Will we just offer more wages? Will we offer a sign-on fee to try and get around that? Because for me, like, this is where I'd be a little bit annoyed with us if we're not even willing to go around to the 170, 180k mark. Because at least Osimhen's a bit proven. At least he's a bit more proven. I don't believe it's like purely because of us not being in the Champions League that we can't even do that. Yeah, people saying UCL plays a part. I get that overall because everyone else would be getting higher incentives with us in the Champions League. But Osimhen is meant to be the difference between us being in the Champions League and out. So with that in mind, it should justify a slight boost. A little boost. Shout out David, my G. Shout out David. His finishing at times is shaky, but I mean proven in terms of the fact that he's driven his team to a league title as one of the key parts of the squad. So, I mean, yeah, he is a bit proven. Let's not get it twisted. Plus, he's been playing at the top level for about 5 years now. I remember 1920, I think this guy bagged against us for Lille. This guy's been proven. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this whole Osimhen situation. Because, boy, still going to drag. It's still going to drag. Lukaku also took Inter to a league title. Yeah, and Lukaku fumbled the bag here in 6 months. That's his problem. That's his problem. Speaking on Lukaku, he has returned to Cobham.
La caca!
Yay! The one guy everyone wanted to see back is back. See. Brilliant. Back in Cobham, training by himself. Starts preseason prep for the new campaign of Future in Air. And he will not be joining up on the US tour. Great. Great. Try and get fit. Stay away from the food, mate. Stay away from the food. And we'll find a club for you and then piss off. I'm saying Kepa news. Is there Kepa news or are you just spamming Kepa? Or are we just spamming Kepa? No Kepa news. No Kepa news. Great. Yep, no Kepa news. Great. Brother's just spamming it for no reason. Cool. So, bye-bye. But yeah, cool. Nothing on Kepa, sadly. Sadly. Enzo Fernandez has also left to join up with the Chelsea squad. Enzo Fernandez joined up with the squad. So, it'll be interesting to see how the next couple of days go with Enzo and the Chelsea players. Hopefully, he shows some genuine remorse for the Argentina incident. Hopefully, his presence doesn't impact the morale of the squad. I would like to see the players be able to get along, but it all depends on Enzo. All depends on how he handles the situation. Please don't do the whole fucking, oh, I already apologize and all of that because your apology was dog shit. Fuck off. But yeah, show some genuine remorse and like we can move on. We can try and move on. And obviously Chelsea still have to do their investigation. I would still like to see him get punished and all of that. But yeah, let's hope he shows some remorse to the French players. Well, it's not to the French players, to the squad as a whole. Because it's not just the French players that got offended. It's not just the French players. I gotta keep remembering that. Oh, yeah, Sean, you're correct, man. But we're talking ability. We're talking footballing ability. Like, the stuff that's happened is beyond football, which is why he needs to show some genuine remorse. Please don't do the all silent treatment and just have Enzo take a couple pictures with Fafana and all that and be like, it's all sorted, guys. Because fuck off. If there's anything like that, I will just refer to him as number 8. But yeah. Yeah, we'll do the whole fucking 29 thing and everything. He will just be number 8 if he doesn't handle this situation properly. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully he does show some genuine remorse and hopefully he does the right things. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, facts, man. Yeah, man, if he handles this stupidly, he will be number 8. He will officially be number 8. But I'll give him a chance. I'll give him a chance. Yeah, Benz, bro, I don't play around with the racismo. I don't. Because, like, I remember when I was young, I didn't handle the John Terry situation the correct way. And, like, I've grown up a lot since then. So I'm not doing that. Like, he has to handle this correctly. He has to handle this correctly. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, guys, while we're here, the new away kit dropped. Looks a lot better. That's a lot better than the home kit. How are we feeling with the away kit, guys? Bro, tell us how you actually want him to handle it. I want a genuine apology. Just not that bullshit one that I saw on Instagram. Sensitivity training will just come anyway. It's up to the FA and Chelsea to issue bans and all of that. But from him personally, I want him to apologize genuinely. That's it. And if you're going to tell me that that fucking apology is genuine, then cool. Number 8. Number 8. Yeah, not much better than home. Looks alright. Cool. Yeah, I prefer this. Away kit slaps. It's a really nice shot. Anything genuine isn't going to be recorded anyways. You never know. It could even just be another statement. Or it could be him being... Actually, no. We say it won't be recorded. We saw the club record a Lukaku apology. Who's to say it won't be recorded? Who's to say it won't? You don't see a video on the YouTube channel called A Message from Enzo Fernandez or something. Or Enzo Fernandez, I'm sorry. Or he responds or something. Like, come on. Could do. Shout out to Leon, bro. It's been a minute. I hope you're good, man. I hope you're good. Shout out, my guy. Big up, bro. Good to see you back. And shout out to Arthur for joining the membership too. Big up, brother. Big up, my G. On Conor Gallagher, Atletico Madrid are extremely interested in the Rottweiler, and he is seen as a dream target. But we already know from Fabrizio they're going to try come into him. They're going to try join in the Gallagher situation later on in the window. So this will drag too. Sadly. But at least we know Atletico have genuine interest. It's just, again, you are not getting the 50 million for him. You're going to get a lot less. You're going to get less money. Take 30 or something and run. Run for the hills. Chalobah was shocked from his omission from the Chelsea US tour. Is understood to have interest from the Premier League and abroad. Okay, cool. That's a non-story. What is this Chiesa news? Before I send the link out. What's this Chiesa news? There's some news unconfirmed at the moment about a potential offer from Chelsea for Chiesa after his agent was in England. I saw Chelsea HQ try and hint at this as well. He said Chiesa's agent, Fali Ramadani, has flown to London for in-person talks with Tottenham and Chelsea. I find it hard to believe we'd go in for Chiesa because Chiesa's whole issue with Juventus was meant to be wages. I thought Chiesa's problem was wages. How much is Chiesa on anyway? What is Chiesa on? 178k a week in euros. So you're looking at around 150 or something. So maybe it does suit the wage structure just. But even with that, I don't know if he wanted more money or if it was he wouldn't take a wage cut. One or the other. Either way, I'm quietly thinking the fact that Juve don't really want to give him what he wants, even though he was a key player for them a few years ago. It's a little bit of a red flag for me. It's a little bit of a red flag for me. I know he's had his injury problems, and I think that's a big reason why they've had this wage issues. So I don't know, guys. I don't know on this one. If it was 2021, I'd be like, bring, and don't speak. Bring immediately. I was pushing heavy for Chiesa back in 2021, but like now I don't know. I don't know. I will say I don't really watch a lot of Juve, so I'm not going to make any final conclusions on him, but injury issues, wage issues, does feel like a couple of red flags. Does feel like there's a couple of red flags on this one still. A lot of people saying dropped off, he ain't him, all of that. Could create chance and all of that, but like, Veli, bro, I'll be so real with you. I'm not really worried about chance creation with Chelsea this season. I don't think that's going to be a major problem with us. I don't think that's going to be the bigger issue. I do think we're going to make chances under Maresca. I don't know if Chiesa's him. I don't think he's that guy, innit? I don't think he's that guy anymore. Age is not the problem. Age is not the problem. Stop saying you wouldn't take Chiesa when he's better than Mudryk and Sterling. Brother, why is that the bar? Fucking hell, why is that the bar, bro? It's like the whole thing with Petrovic. Stop saying you won't take Petrovic when he's better than Robert Sanchez. What a bar. What a bar to live up to and to look at and to say, I want us to be better than him. I don't know. I don't know, man. Because I remember looking at the Juve fans when we were linked to him a week or two ago, and they were all saying, I understand why we ain't trying to keep him on. That doesn't really sound very appealing. That doesn't sound very appealing. And like, if we're gonna go for another winger, it's got to be someone that makes a little bit of sense. Chiesa you don't really like wow me too tough. I mean, I hope if he joins us, he balls out, obviously. But I don't know. Not really too keen on it based off what I've read about him and the injury record. Some Juve fans want to keep him. Yeah, there'll be some. But most of what I've been reading has been like, nah. They're all saying like, I understand this might be the right time to move him on. The wages are too big and all of that. If he's asking for this much, then it's the right time to get rid of him. If it was 2021, I'd say keep him and all of that crap. It's crazy. Oh, not this same beg from back again, man. Get the fuck out of here, you minerals merchant. Right. Link time. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. Big up to everybody. And also to everybody that is asking, we are going for top 4 and a trophy and nothing less. Nothing less, but we'll see what everybody's saying. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that shit. And yeah. Oh yeah, Super Chat Lottery too, guys. Super Chat Lottery as well for anyone involved. Let's see what everyone's saying. No, I haven't seen Deadpool yet. Do want to go see it though. Fucking hell. I really need to pattern my sleeping pattern. It's getting into a mess. Nearly done, guys. It's always fucking Instagram that takes the longest. Always. Calm. Oh, right, yeah, cool. Oh. Yes, guys, what are we saying?
Yes,
Well,
bro.
Big up, Lewis.
All good.
all good, guys, all good.
Someone has a really bad sleeping pattern.
Trust. It used to be bad before, but like this is just taking a piss now.
Still trying to adjust from the
Yes.
Euros and Copper, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Big up,
Trust.
Yeah.
Big up, Joey.
Yeah,
Big up, big
cool.
up.
Well,
Reese's
what are we
enough,
saying?
results.
Tinfoil hats back out.
How are you
Back
guys
out.
doing?
We're all
Hey,
good.
big up, Kai.
We're all good.
Big up, everyone.
Big up.
So I struggled, Lewis. I struggled to find why we couldn't spend 200K on Victor. I struggled to find the idea of why we wouldn't be able to. Okay, here's the reason why. All right, if let's just say 200K is the number, right? In the end, let's just say 200K is the number. If you're gonna do this deal, it's not gonna be straight. It's gonna be obviously there's gonna be players involved. There's no way that we do this without players involved. Obviously, Lukaku's one of them, and to my opinion, I think they're holding on to Cassadei for this whole entire reason. Like they're not moving because it's not like they haven't gotten offers from Cassadei. They're moving towards this whole thing. They're moving towards this whole thing, so potentially Cassadei could be a part of this move. That's my belief, okay? Because that's just my belief, all right? When you put it together between Cassadei and Lukaku's wages, we're talking almost 400K right there. Not to mention all of the other money that we've already knocked off of our wage book.
Lukaku's wage has gone down, though.
No, they have not. Not according to Capology.
I thought that was part of like his loan with the release.
It's a 1 year thing, Lewis. When you do that,
so it's back up to 300,
325, correct? So what he did was
That's rough.
He accepted the loan. He accepted the lower wages to get the loan move, because in the end, there's only a certain amount that a team like in Italy are willing to pay him. Okay, and there's only an amount that we're willing to give him. Okay, so in the end, for him to get that type of loan move, the loan move to whatever team in Italy that he wants, he has to make that sacrifice to be able to make it happen. So now, if we're talking about numbers, we're literally just by cutting it and just by getting Osimhen, and you're moving these two players off, you're cutting that wage bill and you're cutting the wage in half, right in half, in the end. And once again, it could be around 180, 190, but you get like a 30 to 40% increase on if you get to UCL. And then he's making 260, 270, exactly what he wants to be making. So like the Victor got a deal from PSG for 14 million a year. That's what he got.
Yes, that's around 200K then.
Yep. So like in the end, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Like what I think is more an issue is the agent fees. if it's not necessarily the wages, it's the agent fees, in my opinion, that are going to be more of an issue than the wages itself, because those aren't things that you can like amortize, like a sign-on bonus. You can't amortize. Those aren't things that you can't finagle with when it comes to like the numbers, right? Where with wages and in transfer fee, that's where the numbers you can kind of finagle with them. So like some people don't like Victor, and that's fair. I just have always wanted a different profile striker. Like I've always said that this personally, like I just wanted, if it was Tony, I was okay with it. Right. I just want a different profile. Right. Yeah. Because in the end, like when we play low blocks, you can't have Jackson missing headers. Like you just can't, it's not feasible for us to have no aerial threat in the box when we're going up against low blocks. It's just not feasible,
especially with the teams with more height and everything as well.
So if
and
we
he'll
do
be a big set piece, a big set piece, like threat when it comes to this new set piece coach, like a huge set piece threat,
bro. But what are we waiting for now? Because the season's gonna start in 2 weeks, right?
What are we waiting for, Kai?
What have we been doing so far, man?
It's really Napoli, though. It's really Napoli.
We've been waiting on outgoings.
Yeah, we're waiting on sales, and we're waiting on Napoli, because Napoli has been very firm, and you know this with ADL, the owner, the guy.
I love how you call him Victor, though. Like you went to school.
He's a prick.
Together, man.
For lack of a better term, he's a prick. So he's going to hold. He's been trying to hold out for this 120 million that he made.
Is that a prick though? Is that a prick though? He's trying not to get bullied by big clubs though. It's not a prick.
Well, the fact of the matter is,
at the end of the transfer window, it's a different conversation than in the beginning of the transfer.
Right. He has no leverage, because in the end he's pulled his cards out by saying that with getting Antonio Conte. Like getting Antonio Conte is saying, I'm going to give this guy, if you're going to hire Antonio Conte, you're saying I'm going to give this guy whatever he wants this year. That's what you do by hiring Antonio Conte. Like it happens at every single club that he's ever been at. He goes into a club, he gets everything he wants in the first year, no matter what. And Victor doesn't want to go to Saudi. He's already rejected those deals, and that's the only place that ADL is getting the money from. So he's like trying to push Victor to Saudi, but he doesn't want to go to Saudi. He wants to go to like a team that's still in Europe. So like he has no power in the end, because Conte's been telling everybody pretty much. In his first press conference, he came out and said, he talked about Lukaku, bro. It instantly, first press conference, came out and spoke about Lukaku. Then said, Victor, we are trying to find a way for Victor to leave. So this guy, he has no leverage, no power to hold this guy here. He already promised this guy last year when we tried to go in for him.
You say that, but there is a contract though, Joey. So a contract is power though. It's like literally legal power.
If you consider paying someone 200+ K a week and leaving him on the bench during your preseason power, then I don't know what.
Why would they leave him on the bench though?
Because that's what Antonio Conte's been doing.
And because they already have an agreement that they will sell him this summer.
He's training with under 21s right now.
I agree that, but you're saying he has no leverage. I think that's a bit too much. He's gonna get a good price for him, but he's not gonna get that 100+. Something
he has leverage, but the leverage is fading by the week.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like something crazy where he's gonna sell him for 60 mil. I think that's
no. I don't think that's the case. But
I don't even think we're waiting for that person.
I don't think
we want him that bad.
At the same time,
we do, but I think wages and agent fee are the bigger problem than the fee.
We're doing the same thing to them with Lukaku as they're doing to us with Victor. So in the end, for them to get who they want and who Antonio Conte wants, they have to play ball with us. Like that's the end all be all, bro. Like they have to play ball with us. Like we want 45 million for Lukaku. from them. And they're not willing to get close to that number, and we're not willing to get close to Victor. So there's an impasse here, and nobody else is willing to pay for him. But what are we going to do about it?
But Lukaku's also on big wages, and we were trying to get rid of him as well.
Yeah,
so
but it's the same idea, though. It's literally the same idea. He is on the same. He's on big wages, and he's not a part of the team.
So
how many years? How many years does he have
Hold on
left?
a second. The difference between the wages. People forget the difference between wages in Italy and England is different. The reason why, because the taxation. The reason why Italy pays less, because they pay less taxes. England wages are bigger because it's 50% tax. So when if you, for example, if you cut down on your wage, if you're accepting less wages in Italy, you still get substantial amount because taxes are less. In England, you kind of cannot do it because you have a 50% taxes.
And once again, anybody who thinks that Tony's wages are going to be cheaper than Victor's wages, they're just sadly mistaken. They're going to be about the same in wages. Like anywhere that Tony goes, he's going to get around 200K. Like I'm going to be honest.
I don't know. You're saying that
I'm going to be I'm being serious. Like
I don't know, man.
This guy wants. It's his last payday. It's his last payday.
If he goes on a free, maybe. But
so Joe, if we do get
Tony's leaving this summer. He's leaving this summer. He'll probably get 200K from Tottenham. I'm not even joking.
So if we get Osimhen, how much do you think we'll give him, like, for the wages?
I think it's about 250.
I think it'll be around 210. That's what I think it'll end up being.
Is that with bonuses, Joey, or without?
The supposed valuation.
Okay.
But do we think Chelsea will give him 210, like, wages?
I do. Because once again,
I don't have a problem with wages. The Chelsea will give the wages.
Especially if you get Lukaku off the books.
Right?
I don't know, because there were Fabrizio reports saying we didn't even want to do 11, 12 million net a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fabrizio also said, hold on, Joey. Fabrizio also said the deal is done, not happening in the beginning of the summer. And now he's saying, it's back on.
Yeah, exactly my point. And the thing here is, Lewis, every time he brings it up, right? Every time he brings it up, he refers back to what you're saying. They don't want to go over the
wages
wage cap, right?
Yeah.
But why are we even having this conversation with the Victor Osimhen? If about Victor Osimhen and Fabrizio,
Lewis,
if we're not willing to give him,
we thought like maybe they'd circumnavigate through it by giving them a bigger sign-on.
You're saying that we won't pay 11 million for him, but also you're not taking into consideration the transfer wage fee. For example, if we don't pay much for transfer fee, then the wage is not really a problem because we're not paying as much. But when you pay 100 million, then
I just thought the bigger problem with Chelsea is that they wanted
I don't think it's ever wages problem.
I think it
was always a transfer. Right? It's transfer in the bulk. Napoli is the biggest disgusting club that wants to bulk of the. If I can finish my sentence, what's his name? Napoli's always wanted the giant bulk in the first payment, which Chelsea does not want to do. This has always been a problem with any club. The wages are not the problem. The amortization of the sales, that's the problem. If they do not accept your first payment options, they do not accept it.
Plus, it's the agency.
Fair enough. I always thought it was the other way around because it seemed like they wanted to be really strict on it until we were back into UCL. But I mean, I hope you're correct.
No,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second because every player that did not get higher wages and did not deserve those high wages in the first place.
No. Exactly.
Lewis, you got to
feel like Osimhen can at least like command that with a bit more of his history.
Yeah. No, I
was hoping that
the transfer as a whole. Look at the price of the transfer as a whole, right? For example, if you're paying 150 million, right, for the transfer, you're gonna take into consideration paying him another 250, and then on FFP how much it would cost. But if you're paying him 80 or 70, and then you pay him 250 K a week, then that's a completely different conversation, isn't it? Even on the FFP
this was from June the 1st. No intentions to go for Osimhen. Not priority striker target for Chelsea. Not even negotiation. Chelsea have different ideas in terms of age of the player and cost of the deal. Okay.
See, it's overall
Fuck it
cost
now.
of deal, bro. That's what it comes down to. It's not
It's including the
necessarily
agent's fee. It's
one
including
or the other. It's
Hey,
you put the
you might have been
cost of
onto
the deal
something
together,
still.
and how much is it? Is it worth it when you put the whole cost of the deal together? And when that was reported, ADL wasn't moving off of the 120 release clause. So then now we're talking once again. If we bring this back to like what my numbers were when I put this up, right? It was 85. We give them we're gonna give them a discount on Lukaku, so they give us a discount on Victor, and then they end up with around 60 plus million in everything. When you give them Lukaku, when you give them Cassadei, you end up with around 60 million that you pay for Victor. And you lower your wage bill by 200K by doing that.
How do they already have the kit, bro? How does Football already have the kit? Bro, this guy.
You went Megastore earlier today.
He went to the Megastore this morning.
Joey.
The same day, the dedication, bro.
I feel like by the end of the transfer window, we could just get the Osimhen. We'll just sign him.
I can't lie, Kai. When I check the website, they only have the size until L.
And what we were triple L, bro? What do you?
We shouldn't be even having
triple
an argument.
XL, double XL.
Jeez.
Like this wage structure, Chelsea, like having a discussion, bro. Like they were that stupid enough to pay Sterling 325K a week, so they're gonna be having problems with Osimhen.
That's different, though.
You do this every time. That was not what. That was just with the owners. You do this every time with this shit, my guy. It's like there's no context. Every time you come up and you say something like this, my guy, and then you add no context, which is that was without the sporting directors. That was when we played
no.
ridiculous.
It's not only that. It's not only that. Sterling came for a lower fee. He's already Premier League proven, and he came from City. So you're looking at only his wages, not only wages. The club look at it from the whole transfer package, the wages, the agent fee, the whole fee. So it's a completely different deal.
Exactly.
That's a fucking lot up front.
That's the main point right there. It's an entire package you have to look at.
By the way, didn't you forgot that the law was passed and the deals are like agents fees are supposed to be 20% only?
I thought that didn't get passed through.
That didn't get passed.
It didn't, or it did?
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
It's FIFA, man. FIFA
denied that.
FIFA
tried
denied
to
it.
take it to court, and they ended up losing the court case.
They're probably making those agencies, Alex. They're not gonna ban their own.
Okay. Because I remember it passed, but since it went to the court, I guess.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if FIFA takes a fee from every transfer. If it takes like some kind
Yeah,
of...
Mina Raiola was taking millions from each client. He had Ibrahimovic, Paul Pogba.
Is he alive or did he pass? I can't remember what happened.
No, he passed away. He passed away a couple of years ago.
He passed away. Yeah, he passed away.
But to go with Joey's point, like if we had paid the release clause plus the agent's fee, that would have been 150 mil alone, without the wages even counting, for like the straight up fee for Victor Osimhen if we paid the release clause. So it makes
I bet
sense
you though we could get this deal package, like total package, for around under 100 million still. I still bet you we could get the total package for under 100 million.
The thing that you say in Cassadei is like we lower the fee to 60. The problem is Cassadei was bought on the money. It wasn't free. So does Lukaku. So you saying we lowered the wages? It's not true because we did pay for Lukaku and Cassadei to get them in the first place.
But
so I don't believe you saying that like wages.
No, but we do get rid of wages in a sense, Alex, because Lukaku's on 320K.
Wages, yes, I know that.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm just
but the fee.
I'm just
No. You said if we do the deal for Cassadei and whatever Lukaku, we're looking approximately paying 60 mil for them, like value. That's not true, because we did not. Because Lukaku we paid 90 mil, and Cassadei we paid 25.
I'm talking about in the deal itself, right, Alex? I'm not talking about like what we would have lost.
Okay, but
that number,
yes,
by
I
the
understand
way,
what you're saying.
That number,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. And by the way, that number, by the way, I think it's only like 20-something million left on Lukaku's deal that we have to get rid, that we have to sell to actually make a profit on Lukaku.
Like
how
around
many
30
years does he
years.
have in his
What
contract?
You're saying
here's
just
the
like
thing.
the Lukaku transfer alone would make the whole thing a profit.
When you
Lukaku
are
has 2 more years.
saying overall package for Osimhen, you did not say overall package for Lukaku and Cassadei. That's why I was.
Because I
That's why it
believe
was
that
conflicting.
those ones we would, well, with those ones, if we got the bare minimum on, right? If we got broke even on, right, Alex, is what I'm saying. If we gave them the enough money, we gave them the deals as if we broke even on them, because what's left on the deals is different than what we paid on them, right? It's a totally different number, because after every year that number decreases based off of amortization, right? So if you're selling these players, right, and you're selling them around break even prices, and you're giving them those players for around break even prices. Let's say we sell Cassadei for 10 is left on around 10 is left on his deal, and then Lukaku's around, let's just say 30 for the sake of the conversation, right? If you add those together and we give them 85 and 85, and you subtract the two that we would sell to them, the Lukaku and the Cassadei deal, it would be around 60 million difference that we would end up paying, is my point.
Okay, I just don't see math as mathing, because
Yeah,
I don't see.
That's not how it works.
It's not. It's not how it works. No, it's not.
All right. If that's what, I don't know how to explain it other than that.
No. You explain it the way you think. I just don't think this is how it is.
That's wrong finances, bro. What do you do for
exactly?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by it's the wrong finances. Why is the wrong?
Because you don't do it by
why I'm wrong. Bro. Explain to me why I'm wrong.
I'm not. I'm saying the reason why I think it's wrong is because, for example, we paid for Cassadei 25. So when you saying hold on. When you're saying that he's for example 10 to pay after 25 that we invested in him, right? So it will be even.
All right. So
that
I was
means
under the assumption Cassadei was 15 million. So that's the difference. I was under the assumption we bought him for 15 million, not 25 million. That's why
okay, even if we bought him for 10 and to basically zero out the 10 that we invested, they will give us 5. What will happen is that thing does not minus 25 to minus 10 to Napoli. That thing, we still paid that fee for him. It does not go into the minus. It goes to the zero. What I'm saying, I'm like, you confused me with the last sentence. Kind of lost my thought process. I just don't think it's that how you explain it.
So I guess the whole point here is I'm going based off of amortization, right? Right? We pay these fees. We pay these fees yearly.
And actually, no, we don't. We pay them based on installments of how the wages structure is.
Well, the installments are normally yearly, bro.
They're not yearly. They're monthly. It's based on their contracts. They're not paid yearly. Are our players paid yearly? No, they're not.
That's not how.
Are we talking about the player wages or the transfer fees?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The transfer.
Yeah, you're talking about them as an assets. I'm not talking about them as assets. I'm talking about their whole contract as employees.
I assume it was yearly, but like
numbers are
maybe
it won't be yearly because we're not talking about them as assets. They still have contracts with us, right? So they make payments on monthly basis. So you can't judge all the financial for the financial calculation based on yearly. If we're not judging them as assets, right? Because they both have different contracts. And the payment is monthly; it's not yearly.
Right.
If you were taking into consideration,
people are just misunderstanding the way I'm speaking about this.
I think FFP, what Joe is saying, like with compliance FFP, it's yearly, but the thing it's monthly. What's his name? The guy is right.
Pay the clubs monthly for
things are going into. It's like a mortgage.
Annually.
Everything is going by monthly.
No, it's annually. You don't pay clubs their transfer fees monthly. You pay them annually.
Yes, but your installments. How do you pay installments? Do you pay your installments once a year?
Well,
that's why they call
that's irrelevant because I'm talking about football.
It is. What do you mean it's not relevant? Yes,
it's irrelevant.
But football, just like everything else, is
no,
installments.
It's not, bro. That's the thing that people love to do. It's not like everything else, bro. It's yearly. We pay these people
it's monthly.
Yearly. Like I don't, and even if it was monthly, regardless, it's
so
still
if it was monthly, you'd be wrong. Though.
Like I don't even understand what we're talking about here. I literally just explained amortization, and you guys are just like, that's not how money works. What are we talking about? Even if it's monthly or if it's yearly, it's the same fucking number. You're still paying these people off yearly. And what I'm saying is the amount of money that's left on these deals is these numbers. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that's what I'm talking about here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? That's what I'm talking.
I'm talking exactly. It doesn't exactly. It doesn't matter if it's a monthly. It's the same number. The problem is
number. It's like
yes. My problem with what you said is not what the complete package that you and Kai were talking about. My problem is you saying that the deal with Lukaku and Cassadei, if that goes on, that we somehow come up with a better deal based on 60 million vow. We do not pay 60 mil.
I'm saying based off of what we do with it, right? If we sell these players at break-even numbers on what we owe left on the package, right? If we sell them at break-even numbers, because we're selling them at break-even numbers so we could get Victor, is my point. We're not making any money on it. We're selling them at break-even numbers so we can get
basically just a book value.
Regardless on how you want to
I understand. Right? So I'm not going
to explain it. There's no reason for me to re-explain it.
Exactly. I don't need you to re-explain it. I'm telling you, I understand what you're saying. The only thing I'm saying is the number that you're saying for Osimhen is it goes down. The number valuation, if you include what's his name, Lukaku and Cassadei, should not go down.
I see where you're coming from.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just the number should not go down. It's the same 100 mil. We just give them players, but it's still 100 mil that we going to pay. If we paid for Cassadei two years ago, 20 mil, whatever. That number to break even, it's still 20 mil. So when you include him in the package, it's still 20 mil. We just have to pay that kind of cash now, but long run, we still pay Osimhen's all of the whole thing.
You're right.
That's what I was saying.
No, I see.
Otherwise, you're right.
I see what you're saying. Because if we're making profit on them, then we would actually.
Yes, exactly. If you make a profit, then you minimize it.
That's where you're saying. I see where you're coming from it. I understand.
But again, you guys misunderstood what I said, Joey. I agree with you that they are asset and whatever, but their payments, like how they get paid, most of the players and most of the installments that they're paid on the book, it's yearly. But most of the income that comes and leaves the club, it's monthly for these players. Because the way that we buy players, you buy them on installments through the year, but you still have to pay for it monthly because the players at the end of the day needs to get paid. So on the books, there's monthly, but it's counted toward FFP as yearly.
Yeah, that's what I understood before.
That may be the case. Maybe I'm not into the inner workings of the way that whole thing is, but in the end, it's still.
It could be a little bit of both. It will come out as yearly. Maybe you pay it in like lesser installments or not. It might be dependent on the deal.
No. It's like installments on installments. If it makes it right, it's like, for example, you pay a yearly 10 mil, but you break down in 12 months that 10 mil, and you're paying you know what I'm saying though. People. Yeah. I think you're talking about the same thing. You just
Kind of.
Kai basically saying that he's the guy with sleeves on his thing and saying that what's his name? He's the real accountant. You know what I'm saying? Like using like a type machine is like you know what I'm saying? Like,
man. I did do payrolls. My knowledge.
There we go. You're a payroll guy.
So
you got the brown envelope.
Guy is the worst HR person in the world, bro. That's what we talk about.
I'm not HR, bro. I fuck that.
You're
fuck
HR.
That job doesn't even take any skills, man. Anybody?
He's a DIA. He's a DIA guy.
Jump from the window, bro.
Diversity. He's a DIA guy. Diversity.
You're an HR.
No, he's a DIA. He's a diversity person.
I'm not the DIA.
For them I'm just messing around. You might be right about that shit. I know that in the end, the numbers all come out yearly in the way that they pay these people. It's most.
It's like a mortgage. You pay in a percentage.
I don't see it like a mortgage, though. Personally, that's the thing. I don't see.
No. I'm saying it's a basic percentage. How you see the percent when you get? It's not exactly like mortgage, but you do pay monthly. You know what I'm saying? But the percentage was developed by yearly. You see what I'm saying?
You're talking about the rate. The rate.
The rate, exactly. Yeah. The rates are yearly, payments are monthly. But anyway, I'm flying out today, so.
Have a safe flight, bro.
Safe flight, Alex.
Have a safe flight, Alex.
Don't jinx him.
Thank you, Fatur. Yeah.
I think that this deal is very possible in the end. That's all
I'm going to be in Kazakhstan at some point, but then I will decide where I'm going. So I'm going to be close to Fatur.
You might have a Conference League game there if you time it correctly.
Hey, up the Astana. Let's go to Astana. Let's go. Astana.
I really do think that this deal could definitely be. It's definitely on the table, though. I would not be surprised in the next 2 to 3 weeks we end up getting this across the line. I would not be surprised whatsoever. But I did guess that this would happen 2 months ago. So
yes, Joe. Yes, the flowers, all yours.
We're back on.
I prefer for us to get Alvarez, man, for a cheaper price, better player. Yeah. I like Alvarez more. I think he suits us.
I will actually don't care about Osimhen. I want the fucking center back. I am so nervous about how we're playing off the back, man.
Yeah.
What happened to Badiashile? I thought Badiashile was the next coming of.
No.
He was horrendous against Celtic.
I didn't watch this preseason, so I'm not updated.
He was horrendous against Celtic, man. Hey, that third goal, I watched that replay again. Oh my god, what was he doing in that third goal?
I had slightly better hope that Tosin can play after back decent, semi-decent. Fuck, I was wrong.
I wouldn't come to any conclusions in 2 games. Still,
what happened to our?
Look. I understand, Lewis. You usually improve within the season, but you not improve 50%. You will improve like 10%.
Bro, it's 2 games. They've been together for just about 2 weeks.
How was my boy Fofana?
I can't lie. I'd be expecting a bigger bit of improvement.
I was Fofana, bro. 85 million, bro.
Fofana is like Fatur, man. Chunky.
I'm not chunky,
he's been enjoying the butter croissants, man. He's been enjoying the butter croissants. Okay.
Man said chunky Fofana. No way.
All I can say is if Enzo comes to the ground, I don't think Fofana can chase him.
He's at your head right now in the chat.
Fofana needs a time, bro. He needs a time.
They all just need to get out to sharpness and understand.
Did he finish his maternity leave? Fofana, man? My guy's been out for 18 months.
They just don't look like they understand the system yet. That's all I'm going to say. Nobody looks like they really understand.
He doesn't need to understand the system to not chase balls, bro.
I think the first touch is improvement on the improvement. But you see, the problem is I watched the only person I did not see playing. It's Fofana. It's Tosin. The rest of them, I know how they played. So you're not gonna tell me the improvement we're gonna be because I know how they played. Tosin is the only one that I still look for the improvement, right? Right.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I know.
Also, you look at that improvement within the system too, and that's where we need to just give them a bit more time.
Yeah.
And then if they fit better with the system in coming weeks, they're going to improve in terms of their performance.
Southampton, what's his name, man?
I gotta go. Though. I gotta get back to work. I'll talk to you
guys. Take care, Joey.
Joey.
I'm talking to you guys as I work, man.
Can you guys see Vega starting as a left back?
Big up Amazon, man.
I mean, potentially, but Cucurella's going to be our starter.
Yeah, probably.
And he'll likely be the inverted fullback. Because we've been trying with both fullbacks. We've been trying with the left backs and the right backs in training.
Okay.
What do we think of Tosin as a centre back so far? What you've seen?
It's been one game, bro.
He needs to stop Tosin, bro. That's what I'm gonna say, man.
It's been 2 games.
Tosin, yeah, it is 2 games.
The first game was alright. The first game was alright. Second game.
Do you think he's gonna?
Tosin got caught up in the fourth goal. But
Badiashile, he was ball watching.
Badiashile is not even bothering helping for that third goal.
Badiashile, bro, get him out of the club.
I thought what? But
you Badiashile out,
Jesus, bro.
Bro, no. Him and Sanchez need to go.
I don't know, Lewin.
Get him out.
I'm not sure about him, man. Like, if we're gonna start him, then probably Disasi as a centre back, and then Fofana as the right centre back.
I would rather sell Badiashile and keep Chalobah.
So in 2 games, we've already got to Badiashile out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Badiashile out, but I think it'll be.
God help this fan base.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think he'll be on the bench. I think he'll be on the bench. Like, I think Fofana and Disasi will start next season.
Yeah.
Hold on, Lewis. Why are you giving 2 games?
What?
Why are you saying 2 games? How long did I watch Badiashile?
Look, I understand the arguments from last season, but I'm putting that down hefty pot catch. This season, we're going to see what he's truly about. But we're not going to figure that out in 2 pre-season games. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This manager plays more from the back than Pochettino did. So who's more liable for the defensive errors?
Depends on how the structure looks over the next few games. Just don't know how we're getting to this conclusion in 2.
It's not about that. The reason I had problem with Badiashile because of the way he played from the back in the beginning in the first place. The only reason he looks semi-decent is because Thiago Silva was beside him.
Yeah.
When Thiago Silva left, he's done. Like, seriously. The guy has a touch of a rapist.
Hey, if that's the case, that'll be apparent in more than just 2 games. But for me, in 2022-23, I saw good form from him, and I want to see what he's like this season. Last season was poor. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, he'll be a rotation
next
player.
Season's going to be where we get to that conclusion. For now, no, it's 2 pre-season games. I'm not getting to any conclusions on anybody.
He's not starting 38 games. He'll be rotation.
Was preseason that bad?
Oh, yeah, if he's crap and there's better options, then we'll know that. But again, it's 2 pre-season games.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Reece James could be
preseason.
Reece James could be put as a right centre back. So
probably, like if the left back's inverted, yeah.
What is it, Kai?
I said you seem happy, so no way we were that bad in preseason. I didn't watch a game in preseason.
Oh no, we were terrible on Saturday.
I didn't even watch the last game, but I'm not gonna get.
It was horrible to watch.
That thing again, but yeah, I didn't watch the last game.
Trust Enzo.
George, I know he was poor last season. All the centre backs were poor last season.
Yeah,
that's why I'm trying to not use that as a judgment call on any of them either. This season we'll get to that, but again, not in 2 pre-season games.
I think Disasi was alright last season for us. He was like only half fit defender.
First half of the season, I'd say he was our best centre back.
But even Disasi was catching fucking strays from people too, man.
Yes, because of fucking Poch and his awful defensive.
There we go. And I'm glad we don't have Poch. I'm glad we don't.
No, but we're saying there we go. Why are we Badiashile out? No, shush. Why are we Badiashile out after 2 pre-season games? If we're saying that, I mean, if we can agree that Pochettino was a problem, why do you say Badiashile out after 2 pre-season games?
I mean, I don't know. I just didn't like what he was doing half the time in that game. I just didn't like it. But listen, if he does alright in other couple of games, then fair.
Yeah.
To keep him, but if
that's
not,
what I'm just saying. Let's have a bit more of a surface area than 2 pre-season matches with a half-fit squad.
Do you still trust Sanchez in the next game to start, or our new goalkeeper?
Oh, Sanchez, I need him to show me something, please. But I am trying to give him the same energy where it's like you're learning the new system as well. But it's like,
what happened to Petrovic?
Something with the passing, please. I beg. Please.
The passing is awful.
Petrovic is for sale too. Why not Sanchez for sale, man? Petrovic is a better player, man.
Petrovic don't play out the back. Well, he can't play out the back.
Yeah,
that's true.
We brought in Jorgensen from
Sanchez can't use his hands, bro. Sanchez can't use his hands either.
Badiashile has not been crap since he was here. He was actually one of our better players in
one of the best in the league when he
This
first
is
came in.
bullshit, brother. This is bullshit.
He was decent.
My
he
guy,
was decent with Thiago Silva in
he's
there,
wearing
but...
gym gloves, Lewis, in his Avi, bro. And one rule to the gym, bro. If you wear gym gloves, come on, bro.
To be fair, I had to wear gloves for a little bit when I had a sprained wrist.
Oh my days. Don't tell me that.
Bro, my wrist was strained. I couldn't really do chest workouts at the same time.
That's your body developing, bro.
When he came under Potter, he was good. When he came under Potter, he was good.
He was good.
Yeah, even under Lampard, he looked good.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally only Potter I've seen him look bad, and I'm not ripping him after 2 games and saying get rid of him. That's hella reactionary. And then it just vindicates everyone saying, oh, but then we should say let's get the manager out because he's looked like crap in 2 games. What's the point?
Okay.
They're learning a new style of play. They're learning a new structure.
They're not going to get used to it within one day.
Who's worse last season? Was it Colwell?
Cole?
What? Who's Cole?
I mean, Colwell, to be fair, has been played at left back half the season.
Yeah, for the majority of the season.
So like, that's not even really worth.
There's a Fabrizio update on.
All the centre backs are on a clean slate for me this season, and we'll figure it out this year.
Lewis,
none of them.
Update
to be fair, yeah, just to be fair, none of those centre backs have been anything amazing, yeah. But I don't think any of them has been that bad, like people are acting them out to be, you know.
No. Defensively, you've been bad. I just put a lot of it down to Poch's structure. This season is where I'm going to get to my conclusions.
Like Pochettino even said, we didn't need a set piece coach. They can learn it themselves. So now we have a set piece coach.
Again, so the more reason why I'm not saying anybody
else from the championship.
Is
there a new set piece coach from the championship?
No, he's from
Brentford.
Oof.
Which is a good thing, by the way. Brentford were good at set pieces.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
there was a Fabrizio update about Alvarez's decision or something.
Alvarez?
Yeah, Fabrizio tweeted it.
He would be the best option for us, man. I love that guy, man. He is wasted.
Yeah, apparently he's worth like 77 million.
Alvarez on his future. Last season, I was one of the players with the most minutes at City. But at the end, you don't like being left out of important matches. You want to contribute. Exactly. I'll take my time to think about what I want for myself. We'll see. All right, a bit vague.
That's basically show me the money or I leave, man. That's all that it is, man.
Apparently, he's already in talks about Atletico.
Don't be surprised if he goes there.
I was hoping we could get a move from him, like having talks with him, but yeah.
We're not. You can keep dreaming all you want.
If what?
I'll be real.
Why?
There's one club you might call Atletico. That's it. He wants Spain.
So you wouldn't take him at your club?
I don't think he wants.
I would, but realistically, not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know yet because we haven't even tried.
Yeah.
So how do you know we don't?
Like, Atletico's already spoken to the player. We haven't.
Because we don't know what's going to happen with this Osimhen
Isn't
thing.
he more of like a suitable target for us than Osimhen, though, due to the age and the potential and all that crap we like to yap about?
I mean, they both would suit us. They both would be good up top.
But we need that
wouldn't
finisher,
make any.
man, and Alvarez is a.
There was talks about wanting warmer climates. I would argue London's warmer than Manchester, but clearly that's more than
that's not much, bro.
I know. I'm just trying to make it.
No. They're both the same.
No. London is warmer than Manchester, not by a couple degrees, but the point stands.
Do we think Enzo Maresca is going to fit his midfielder that he brought from Leicester in the system I play him at least?
Maybe. We don't know. We don't know.
Plus, Simeone is Argentinian, though.
Yeah.
I don't understand people say those things. So what does he do? Both Argentinian. What are they going to do? Have a barbecue every week? What does that have to do with anything?
I mean,
he's Argentinian or not?
It's not essential, but it obviously helps. Like speak.
Bro, the way Fatou said it's like he's offering him his wife because he's Argentinian. What does that mean? They're both Argentinian.
I mean,
I don't know what that means.
I mean, certain players, it's a factor.
So what? Pacho's gonna attract Messi, bro, because they're both Argentinian. Nah, I don't get that.
No, ironically, he couldn't even fucking speak to Messi at PSG. The guy was that shit.
There you go. So it has nothing to do with it, man. I don't get when people say
what?
No, they fell out. Like Messi and Pochettino fell out. They weren't talking and stuff like most of the season when he was at PSG. And I'm not surprised. This guy probably figured out the coach can't do tactics.
He's that doesn't surprise me at all. Of course, the GOAT couldn't stand that piece of shit.
He didn't even play him at his normal position. He played him at centre mid or something.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Yeah,
ended up in midfield a lot.
A man said this guy got 6 league goals out of Lionel Messi, but like, he was hard done by at Chelsea. Back off. Big up Sub saying Joey is right. Players are assets and their value deprecate annually according to their contract length to the players' books. Okay, cool. Like, to be honest, I was trying to stay out that whole installment thing because, like, we're debating about whether it gets paid monthly or yearly. Genuinely,
yeah, that wasn't even the debate, bro. People just misunderstood the whole thing.
Dinishan also says Lukaku is crucial for Conte and us for Osimhen, which it does feel like eventually this deal will go through. It's just snail's pace.
It'll be done by the end of transfer window where we will just get Osimhen.
Hopefully a week or two earlier at least.
Yeah.
Rigo Park says, big up Lewis, 2 preseason games, missing 6 starters and the brain-dense idiots panicking. Get a fucking grip. Give it time. This fan base, I swear. Facts, man. Like, that's why I barely even said anything after during the watch-along when we got to full time. I was like, let everybody vent and everything because I really don't care. Like, as soon as the 3rd and 4th goal came in, we were busting up on the watch-alongs. Like, we actually conceded 4. Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Isn't Nkunku looking good in preseason though?
Nkunku's looking all right. He's lively in the box, always finding the right positions and like making.
If we can keep that guy fit, man.
That's Mark Hughes also looking really impressive.
Great movement off the ball.
I think Nkunku could bang the basics right, man.
Nkunku could bang at least more than 20 goals next season.
Yes, if he's not pregnant every 2 weeks,
Mark
bro.
Hughes. I think Vega looked decent when he came off the bench, and like that was about it in terms of like bright points of the Celtic game.
Yeah, no, the third goal was funny. The 4th goal, like he was still jogging around.
The 3rd goal,
nah, the 4th goal was funny too. That came straight after the 3rd.
Yeah, through his legs.
So if the left back is inverting, who suits the right side, Gusto or James? It's Reece James. Look, shout out to Gusto and everything. Your quality, but Reece James is Reece James. When he's fit, there's no contest. There isn't any contest.
Do you really think that though? There's no contest. I think it's like closer than people say though.
I think Gusto's
very good.
I don't want to take away from Gusto's level, but I view James as the best right back in the world when fit.
I do too.
So for me, James is just levels.
I don't think Gusto's that far off though. I'll be honest.
Yeah, not yet. Like, give him a year or two, like maybe. But for now, like, no. Gusto is the best second option I could ever ask for in my life. There's literally no one else a realistic option. But Reece James is Reece James. When that brother's fit, that brother plays.
Yeah, I love Reece James, but like based on last season, I don't know if I trust him that much. Because it seems to always be injured. And Gusto's always there to play.
But that's why I've said all throughout this summer, I'm keeping quiet with everything. Just observe, and we will get all of our answers in terms of where the team is at, in terms of Enzo as a manager, in terms of individuals, in terms of players' fitness and their injury records, and have they fully got past all of that or not. We will know all these answers this season, which is why I'm just not speculating nothing. I know what I want, top 4 and the Conference League, maybe another trophy if we can progress further in the domestics. That's it. All my answers will be given to me during the season. I just don't have to get to that conclusion in 2 preseason games.
I just want to see us consistently play good. I'm tired of us playing 2-3 games like we play very good and then be complete shit for 3 games, man.
Yeah, but that was Poch last season.
I want to see progression.
Because last season with Poch, there was 1 game when we played good. 2nd game we lost.
I'll be honest. I don't only blame it on Poch. Through the whole ownership, we've seen the same trajectory with all these like managers. We'd be good for 2-3 games, and we'd go absolute shit for 3 or 4. Could be the managers,
again,
because
even
I
with
wasn't
Clear
convinced
Lake
by any of those managers
this season.
I'm not convinced by any of those managers, but
that's why even with Clear Lake again, this season, nowhere to hide with anybody, with the players, with the manager, with the ownership. Which is why I'm just saying, don't come to conclusions in the 2nd preseason game. Wait for the season to start, because there's nowhere to run now. We're in our 3rd season. You've made another managerial appointment. You've made another goalkeeper appointment. You've decided we're not really going for the experience hype. We're going to go for more of the younger players. So
even younger, by the way.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's probably our youngest window as far as signings.
All I'm saying is we gotta get to season and get to conclusions then.
And if
when City beat us, Lewis will say it's our first game, brother. Number one, let's look at what happens. Number two, I mean, losing to Manchester City, is that a sackable offence now?
No.
Is this what we're doing? Is losing to City a sackable offence?
Not really.
No, it's not.
And also, we're just straight lying on here.
Pochettino beat City. We drew 2 games and then we lost to them in the FA Cup.
Where? Who?
I'll be honest. I'll give Fat Pep 10 games before I judge him, bro.
Yeah, like, cool.
But
I'm with you the same way.
If he doesn't do well, the directors immediately needs to get out because they're the ones who picked this manager for a reason.
They kept these managers. It's plural, bro. It's not even one manager. It's plural of managers, not one.
Yeah, Arthur, they're now lying. They're now just lying just because they're still that bitter about Pochettino.
We drew to.
I don't know how such a bitch-made manager has so much of this fan base on strings. How?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Never say it.
Yeah, somebody said
Pochettino and world class do not end up in the same sentence, Sharifi. Now you just chat shit.
Fanboys, apparently.
World class against top 6 teams. Did you forget we held 5 at the Emirates? Did you forget Manchester United dunked on us home and away and we only won because they couldn't hold the lead in the 99th minute? Are you forgetting we held 4 at Anfield? Are you forgetting? Not even that. Newcastle, we held 4 over there.
Yep.
We had a chance. So we beat City in your heart, but because of Jackson, we didn't. What are you talking about,
bro?
What a Poch mentality, man! Just stretching the goalpost. If he doesn't win a single game in his first 10, then what? I mean, that's gonna ring alarm bells with everybody, bro. 0 wins in 10. 0 wins in 10 would be insane.
That is.
Find that hard to believe, though, brother. I don't think it's gonna
level, bro. That will not be accepted.
Yeah, like nobody's going to try and even talk up losing your first 10. No chance. But I also think it's very unrealistic to see that.
I feel like it'll be a
big capital, bruh.
I feel like it'll be a draw against C at home.
So is that Kit White? Is that Kit White, Fatura? The new one or
what? This one?
No, the new one. Huh? The Chelsea kid. That's the away kid. Is it white?
No, it's cream.
It's cream.
No, I don't want those.
Just
colors, bro.
Mike Penders. Why does this sound like some mad slander name?
Mike Penders.
Oh my god.
Bro, he looks like a Penders too, man. He looks like a Penders as well, man.
That is just
He looks like
no. Ken Juris, to be fair, Total Eclipse is a Liverpool fan, I think. So he's just asking a question. He's good though. Shout out my G Eclipse. Big up, brother. But yeah, Chelsea making a strong move for 18-year-old goalkeeper Mike Penders with the intention to loan him back to Genk. What would this be like? Yeah, is that 9 keepers now, Abdi? Is that 9?
Bro, we spent 100 something on goalkeepers.
Yeah.
We're not technically now. We're nearly spent about what 70 mil at least for the keepers.
More teenagers than Michael Jackson mansion, bro. There you go.
I'm crying, bro.
How many goalkeepers do we need at this club?
12.
Come on, man.
We're gonna have a starting 11 of goalkeepers at this rate.
We should at this rate because we keep buying goalkeepers.
And none of them are at the level we need either, man. Just all mid-level.
Is one of them. That was good.
All bronze cards, man. no goals, man.
Mike Penders.
Bruv. Whatever, baby check. Whatever.
Oi! Relax. Relax on baby check.
Somebody need to look up Boli on that island list, man. Not gonna lie, man.
No,
that is a weird fetish, bro.
We are fitted another fetus. I'm dead, bro.
Fetus is bad.
Okay. Cool.
Whatever. Man.
Yeah, this what it is.
Yeah.
Baller or flipped? That's what it'll be. Baller or flipped. Same as usual. Same as usual.
Belgian,
also, Chiesa, I have no belief this is going to happen.
No.
Don't even know if I really want Chiesa. I feel like if they're trying not to keep him, there's a reason behind it.
He'll most likely go Tottenham.
Oh, we're trying to raise funds.
That does look like the Tottenham kind of signing, man.
Would Spurs even give him the wages he wants?
Who knows?
I mean,
How much
I
is
don't
he
know.
on now?
I think at this point he just like Juventus trying to get rid of him and him looking for a club.
Yeah, probably.
Why don't we just go for, if we want a left wing, why don't we just go for Eze?
My dream is that Georgian guy. Okay, I can't spell his name from Napoli.
I was speaking to a Palace fan about it. I think he plays better centrally.
Yeah.
From
He's
what I heard.
better as a 10. He can play on the left, but yeah, he's better as a 10.
Now we got enough of them, man.
Yeah, we've got too many of them.
Oh, so we're gonna have to be stuck with Mudryk and Sterling for next season.
At the moment. Or Jackson on the left.
We might still get a winger. There is still another month yet. We might.
I mean, Mudryk with that haircut, he just looks like he came out of prison.
He just looked like he came from Orange is the New Black, bro. That's what he looks like he came from.
Hey, Ukrainian Bolt, man. Ukrainian Bolt.
Oh, fuck, one of them's got to turn up and give us something. But again, pre-season.
Did we sell Madueke?
It might be
yet?
Sterling, It might be Sterling. He might
You
give
sell
us
what?
something.
Madueke yet or no? Weren't we going?
No.
He was
No.
Noni's still about. Noni's still about.
You reckon Chelsea will sell him
This
to
needs to up the
Newcastle?
end product. At least the take-ons are looking good, but the end product needs to just come up a bit more. Oh, CP, winger and a striker.
Yeah,
Okay,
winger and
Bro,
striker.
you need to change CP. You need to change that name, bro. CP is not a good name, bro.
Yeah, let's just not hint at that one, though. Fucking
Bro, he needs to change that name, bro. That is
my God.
scary, man. Especially with his
He's
interest.
trying to change the perception on that name.
Bro, especially with his
Trying to change the
interest, he needs to change as soon as possible, bro.
Even Steve needs to change his name as well.
He's gonna
fucking hell, bro. Fair enough. That's not right. Oh, boy. Arta, crazy. That is crazy. That is fucking crazy. Was there anything else? Atletico Madrid see Gallagher as a dream target. Hurry up and run us to peas.
Yeah, bro, just sell Gallagher, man.
That's a dream, man. God damn,
It's recycling, man. It's recycling. It's boring.
So we can get a Gallagher party. So we can get a Gallagher party.
I just don't include Rodion in the deal, otherwise that party's getting crashed.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna have a Gallagher party, man. I'm not gonna be there. You have done nothing wrong. He's not like
Gallagher went to
unbearable
Blackburn,
like Mountain Havertz. So
I'm with you as well. Like, I don't necessarily feel like
he didn't do anything.
doing one, but I'm also gonna do one anyway, just because I know it's gonna piss off the Connor cry.
Like Mountain Havertz, because their fans acted like they're the second coming of fucking Jesus Christ. That's why.
But you see why I also feel kind of inclined to do a party.
But Gallagher is kind of.
Because people run that same bollocks with, he's our best midfielder. Shut up.
I mean, did they not see what Caicedo did last season for us?
For the price tag, guys.
Yeah. I was about to say Kai Havertz. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he in my head?
Shut up.
Hey, Kai Havertz still had a better season than Mason Mount. Mason Mount had like a Jesus Christ.
Season
he had.
Yeah.
That guy, man.
But would I want that
after
fraud on my club again? No, stay at Arsenal.
Home, all that shit, bro. Oh my days.
I'm not saying Fabrizio, but all this just Calafugazi talks. I'm good. Yeah, let's see if they really riot. We'll see if there's an actual riot.
Didn't Gallagher went to Blackburn though?
Huh?
I saw there's a link for Gallagher to Blackburn.
Nah.
Blackburn.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Blackburn Rovers.
Yes.
The Football Manager save doesn't count as info. This is news.
Oh, never mind. It's actually Stoke City getting the championship striker. My bad. It's in live score somehow.
Fucking hell, mate.
Why does he not?
Look at his name. Look at his name. Sam Gallagher.
Sam Gallagher. Bruv. Big up to Mo saying people back Poch for ages, but now complain after 2 preseason matches just because Maresca isn't a big name. At least Maresca's play style is clear. Exactly.
Fact.
Anyone who's waffling about 2 games and is talking about, oh, we shouldn't have kept Poch, you've contradicted your entire point. And it shows exactly why all you Poch peggers were fucking idiots the entire time.
If Poch was managing that Celtic game, bro, they would at least score 7 goals in that game. minimum.
Well,
if Poch was managing the Celtic game, we would have lost 7-4 instead of fucking 4-1.
Respectfully,
Poch was managing that game, we would have lost 7 players to injuries. For fuck all that shit.
Facts, big facts.
Yeah, and Nkunku and Chukwuemeka would have also hobbled off.
But you guys are looking at it wrong, yeah? Because I didn't want Poch. I wanted Poch to leave. I didn't even want him at the club, right? Like there's so many better options.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for me, this guy that they got, this manager they got, is the same profile manager, somebody who didn't do much, who got the job at Chelsea. And if they fail yet again for the third time going, is it third manager or fifth now? I'm not going to count Lampard and the Bulls.
This would be their third manager.
Yeah. So if they fail with that as well, then
they need to go.
We need to go a bit like higher level with these managers.
But with these directors, you never know.
No, I hear it. I hear it. Because like, if it does fail, then we're gonna cook them. But
they have nowhere to hide.
In 2 games.
They have nowhere to
hide.
Only 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, this season, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Okay, no.
Osimhen is such a hole, man.
Pain.
What?
Such a hole.
Yeah,
that guy's a goal digger, man.
Now, Osimhen always wanted Chelsea over anything, to be honest. It was just all the financial situations that were the real problem. But he wanted the Prem and he wanted Chelsea.
5% on playback, the PSG move won't happen.
Nah, PSG, nah.
Yeah, they don't want to pay that amount.
Yeah, they need to raise
anything. I've heard that they're willing to stick with their 2 strikers now.
Yeah, it's only us that want him now.
Yeah, so you better lower that valuation then.
And let's be real, he was never going to go to United. He was never going to go there.
I mean,
we'll see what happens.
But yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, they think Højlund's going to bang in so many goals next season.
But yeah, I'll be so real, guys. We are going to wrap up the stream now because man's got to head out. But yeah, big up to everybody that's locked in. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with some more transfer news. Who's live that we like? Flawless, easy, light work. Flawless gonna have to redirect. Perfect. All right, calm. Well, big up to everybody just locked in. Also, Fata, just before you go, how much was that vest?
Well, this one.
Yeah, how much was that?
Let me have a look on the receipt.
Bro, just give him like approximately how much it is.
Nah, he don't know. This brother's got too much money to care about prices.
He's gonna look into his bag like my nan.
Bro,
for receipts. God damn, bro.
God damn it.
All right, well, I'm going to end the stream before more viewers leave because I want to send to floor. So big up, everybody. Like, subscribe.